Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Sigma 35mm f2 DG/DN contemporary lens for Sony E-mount cameras. This is a full-frame piece of glass, roughly $550 US, and again, yet another offering that is supposed to be compelling for compact full-frame cameras like the one I have right here, Sony's A7C. And while Sony has a trio of their own affordable primes, Sigma was actually the first to market to offer prime, affordable glass for cameras like the A7C, as well as the FX3, Sony's latest cinema offering, actually their first cinema offering in its form factor. And this is going to be ideal, again, for anyone looking for a 35mm, or at least it should be, that keeps it compact. It does have weather sealing, as well as, of course, a solid lens hood here. And I love what Sigma's doing with the two different lens caps. That's something you're going to see in a moment. And it's just nice to be living in a world of affordable full-frame glass. Now, Sigma does also make this for L-mount, but I am going to be focusing solely on E-mount, if you didn't put that together already. All metal construction here. I like the build quality. That's nothing new with Sigma. And it is made in Japan. So for those of you wondering, you now know. You can see, essentially, we have an autofocus switch on the body. That's pretty much it, besides aperture control, of course, and again, and focus. And it just is a really well-built piece of glass. 58mm thread for any filters you might want to apply. Let's go ahead and throw it on the A7C. And again, it's just amazing that we're living in a time that full frame has gone back to going small rather than large, which has been the progression now for quite some time, which I'm really ultimately not a fan of. This is a really well-balanced little package here with 35mm. And then, yes, you have an included lens cap on the lens, but Sigma also has been including, which I love, these little magnetic lens caps. Really digging what they've done here. So just from a convenience standpoint, if you don't have the lens hood on, it's just that simple. Really like it. The magnet is strong. You don't have to worry about this coming off. So to me, this would be my go-to, but I certainly can still see the need for the traditional switch cap. And then the lens hood, which is another thing that Sigma on this new series of compact lenses has been doing really nicely. Metal construction, it extends out. And, you know, the Sony lens hoods are nowhere near, I think they don't offer, and again, I'm doing the same thing. Let me remove the magnetic. In a perfect world, you really would, I think, be better suited using the traditional cap. But what I was saying is that Sony's been trying to keep it really compact with their compact primes for the A7C. And in doing so, I feel like they kind of conceded on the lens hood. And I'm not in love with that. That doesn't mean it makes one lens better than the other. That is a whole nother story. But from a look and feel perspective, this 35 is really well appointed, aesthetically nice looking. We're going to see how well it performs when I actually start shooting with it. And in terms of lenses that right now Sony has launched, you know, we don't have an exact, I would say, directly competing model other than the 40mm. So, I mean, 5mm difference, but very close in overall performance, I imagine. But I'll only know once I start shooting with it. So, again, this is yet another affordable and I think compelling option for E-mount users that are looking for something different, something that will fit their A7C properly, that is well made, and again, made in Japan, something you really don't see anymore. And I have to say, the majority of Sigma glass that I've tested over the course of being a shooter, and of course now having a relationship with Sigma, this was sent for review purposes, everything has performed really well, sometimes almost too good for its price point. So we'll see if that's true of this 35mm. Again, I really like the balance on it on the A7C. And I would imagine it's going to be very similar seated on the FX3. Ideal for video, not so much so, because there is no way to turn off the click that you have while going through the aperture range. So that is something to be aware of. But as I mentioned, there is weather sealing, really good construction, and I'm expecting some very sharp images and still some really sharp video out of this piece of glass. We'll see what the focus breathing is like, all that good stuff as I test it. But any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe and please stay safe. Later.